It is time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, January 30th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. 4 o'clock news at eyes there. Top story at 4 o'clock here is the two remaining fugitives from a California jailbreak last week are in custody. Law enforcement officials said Saturday Associate Neri and Jonathan Two were captured Saturday morning after women in San Francisco alerted police officers. Department officials were to scrub the subsidy emails to say if Hillary Clinton had sent any herself. Ankara, Turkey awarded Kyrgyzstan Saturday after saying the Russian Su-34 jet had violated its airspace despite what is what's more stroking tensions between two countries involved in the serious war, but Russia denied that any of that A. Des Moines, the president race hurled over the weekend toward a watershed moment, voted that will start to reveal the true depth of Americans' desire to cast aside the traditional politicians and Washington-style compromise and embrace disruptive. A U.S. missile destroyer passed close to a tiny disputed island at South China Sea late on Friday in the Pentagon's latest assertion in the U.S. Ankara, Turkey, a boat carrying students attempted a short sea journey in from Turkey to Greece struck rocks and capsized at dawn on Saturday, causing at least 37 people to drown, among them several babies and young children. Netherlands, Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel tried on Saturday to placate the increasingly vocal critics that are open to her policy for refugees by insisting that most refugees from Syria and Iraq would go home once the conflict Syria. Thousands of people took part in a rally at Rome's ancient circus mechanism to voice opposition and proposals to legalize recognize same-sex civil unions. London, after one masked men threatened to attack refugee children in central Stockholm, on Friday according to local police accounts. Hailing vital commitments in the African Union that made on human rights and women's rights, United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon today encouraged the continent's leaders to move on from sudden center to the West East. Ankara, Turkey. Turkey's foreign minister claimed that a Russian jet violated the Turkish airspace on Friday. Geneva, Switzerland. The Syrian opposition group High Negotiation Committee will arrive in Geneva to begin participating in Syrian peace talks but will not negotiate. Four remaining armed military members continued their occupation in Oregon wildlife refugees Saturday, Wednesday, after the federal judge denied bail of ringleader Aman Bandeh, Barbara Ryan, and their three co-defendants. Defense Secretary Ashton B. Carter has decided not to depose the name for punishment on David H. Petraeus, a former CIA director and retired Army general who was forced to resign in a sex and secret scandal in 2012. Des Moines, Iowa. Hillary Clinton knows she wasn't the best candidate in 2008, told CNN on Saturday that after 8 months of campaigning in Iowa, she feels like she hasn't grown since her third-place finish here 8 years ago. President Obama visit Baltimore. Musk shows support for Muslims. In Chicago, attorneys for the Chicago police officer accused in the shooting death of Laquan McDonald are asking for their trial to be moved to a different location. New York, the New York Times editorial board has endorsed Governor John Kasich for the Republican presidential nomination of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination. In New York, the Federal Reserve Board will be patient as it decides how troubles could hit the U.S. economy. Fed policymakers said in an interview suggested that the central bank will be slow to raise interest rates this year. In January, a filing revealed on Friday that the company announced increased partnership with him and as Carl Icahn a major change in line with his vision for the Xerox company. The Facebook and Instagram ban applies to private person-to-person sales of guns and will not affect licensed gun dealers, gun clubs, and retailers who are trying to send the site. New York stocks jumped worldwide and yen slumped on Friday after the Bank of Japan stunned markets by adopting negative interest rates while hopes by the Federal Reserve will slow the pace of the future of the U.S. Scientists examined burnt fragments in a massive eggshells to determine the link between humans and the bird's extinction. Led researchers on the study from left-right Paul Warren aired with young Esakukolas. Young is holding a mold fragment used to study as new evidence for 4.5 billion impact formed on moon. The Common Core, for good reason, in Obama's administration and most known education policy, but the White House has also specifically targeted computer science as a way to make sure students can find well-paying jobs in the future. Scientists have long believed that algorithms are interacting with one another as new research changing our understanding of the color changes shape-shifting cephaloid behavior. The Zika virus is spreading rapidly in the Latin American and Asian governments have additional viruses attempting to contain the mosquito-borne disease as over 2,000 pregnant women infected with Zika in Colombia. Well, what as says President Obama and President Dilma Rousseff has discussed concerns about the spread of the Zika virus. The death was unfortunately confirmed on Wednesday. Friday happened late last week, said Salt Lake County Health Department spokesman Nicholas Pepper has influenza kills second person in Salt Lake County. An overweight Chinese boy eats in Beijing as obesity in developing countries is on an alarming upward trend, according to a report by the World Health Organization. Here. Okay, take a look at New England and Florida at 4:05 p.m. in Passaic, New Jersey. A two-alarm fire, 11 Meads Avenue on fire in the third floor of the 2.5-story peak roof. PDS price searches negative to LSO fire is DWH. Pierre Challenges on 4:05. Time for a spot support here. Tonight, the Not Lancers hockey team will be at Foxborough Sports Center tonight at 6:40 p.m. taking on the Hawk the Nailers here. Police were called to investigate an incident involving Cleveland Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel in Fort Worth, Texas on Saturday. Melbourne, Australia. You cannot accuse Serena Williams of not having provided fair warning. Only a few days ago, when Williams was reminded that she was always winning the Australian Open title after reaching the semifinals, Williams missed thrilling. Isaiah Thomas received a lot of standard ovation at TD Garden on Friday night in his first appearance since being elected to New York first All-Star game. All it was a reckless act that was quite determined to the team itself. Doc Rivers has forgiven Blake Griffin for punching Matthias Tessie, Clippers and equipment manager. Peter Channel News Time is now 4:06 p.m. Here on this Saturday afternoon going to Saturday evening here, and let's take a look at some college basketball scores here. Seconds. Half at CCU 75, Tennessee 63. 9 seconds left in second half, it's Delaware 83, Towson 82. 4:19 left in second half, it's Coastal Carolina 81, it's Campbell 51. 3:39 left in second half, it's Xavier 78, it's DePaul 54. 1:03 left in second half, it's Western Michigan 88, Eastern Michigan 81. 3:11 left in second half, it's Minnesota 67, Indiana 66. North Carolina State 41, Miami 34, 8-1 left second half. At halftime, it's USC 44, Washington 33. Drake 38, Bradley 35 at halftime. It's Wagner 43, Mount St. Mary 21 at halftime. Halftime, it's Texas A&M Corpus Christi 28, Stephen F. Austin 27, 18-29 left second half. It's Fairleigh Dixon 45, it's IU Brooklyn 44, 17-31 left second half. It's Eastern Washington 42, Sacramento State 34. Halftime, it's UMKC 40, Chicago State 35. Louisiana Monroe 36, it's Texas State 33. 5:45 left first half, it is Miami off 26, it's Northern Illinois 25. 2:53 left first half, it's St. Cloud 52, it's Brant 28. 2:11 first half, it is St. Francis Brooklyn 24, Central Connecticut 18. 17:54 left first half, it's Lloyd Marymount 6, San Diego 5. 16:30 left first half, it's Redford 4, Winthrop 2. 19:41 left first half, it's Boston College of North Carolina 0-0 tie. 19:03 left first half, it's USC and Cleveland State 0-0 tie. 19:05 left in first half, it's Murray State 3, Tennessee Martin 0. 18:42 left first half, it's Illinois State 4, Missouri State 2. Kansas State 69, Ole Miss 64, Texas A&M 72, Iowa State 62, Florida Atlantic 82, Charlotte 77, it's Florida 88, it's West Virginia 71, Virginia 63, Louisville 47, it's Texas 72, Vanderbilt 58, Michigan 79, Penn State 72. Following double time, it's Houston 97, East Carolina 93, Syracuse 60, it's Georgia Tech 57, it's Florida State 76, it's Clemson 65, Marquette 75, Butler 69, it's UNC Asheville 88, it's Longwood 74. Fordham 78, Massachusetts 72, final overtime, it's UAB 81, Marshall 78, it's New Hampshire 84, UMBC 81, it's Akron 73, Ball State 64, Citadel 78, it's UMI 75, Navy losing to Holy Cross 86 at 80, it's Maine 74, Binghamton 63, Stony Brook 72, Vermont 61, it's Dayton 59, LaSalle 44, it's American 64, it's Colgate 49, and Quebec 82, Niagara 68. Pierre Challenges on 4:09 p.m. on this Saturday afternoon going to Saturday evening here. Sign off a Trevor report. Baby! Let's tell you about down here where Route 95 on the southbound side is slow before 146 in the 610 connector in downtown apartments there. 610 it's slow from Route 6 all the way to downtown apartments around Route 95 here. Out in Connecticut, I-91 on the northbound side. A little also on I-84. Wilbur Cross Parkway, a little so for the Bridgeport section around Route 8. I-95 on the southbound side, a little so for Norwalk to before Stamford, Connecticut here. Out in Massachusetts here, 120 on the southbound side, it did so from the split all the way up to 37 in Braintree. South Francisco Expressway southbound side, so from Milton all the way up to the Braintree split. Southwest expressway on both ends of the soul from the Pike all the way out to Dorchester here. 93 on the northbound side, also from the Pike all the way out to Lever Connector. Mass Pike on the westbound side, also the Austin Bart tolls here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it's also so from before Route 128 in Weston here. I-91 in the northbound side, so for Route 57 in that one, now you're 291 in Springfield here. And all the highways in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are looking good. Okay, look at that MBTA alerts here at 4:10. Subway system is looking good. Commuter rail looking good except for Providence Line. Train 1810, 2:56 p.m. from Providence, operating 10 to 15 minutes beyond scheduled between Mansfield and substation due to Amtrak traffic here. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News on 4:10 p.m. on this Saturday afternoon going into Saturday evening here. It is time now for a weather report here. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, most skies got about 31 degrees, southwest about 7 to 9 miles an hour. For Sunday, most skies about 38 to 48 degrees, southwest about 7 miles an hour. Sunday night, most skies got about 37 degrees, southwest about 5 miles an hour. For Monday, chance of showers may after 4 p.m. Most skies about 52 degrees and southwest about 69 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. No precipitation amounts less than 7 inches possible. Monday night, chance of showers may before 7 p.m. Most skies got about 32 degrees, northwest about 7 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. Tuesday, most skies got about 45 degrees. Tuesday, chance of rain after 5 a.m. Podcast got about 33 degrees and chance of 30%. Wednesday, rain after 9 a.m. High near 55 degrees and breezy with a chance of 9%. Wednesday, rain for 9 p.m. Most skies got about 37 degrees, chance of 7%. Thursday, most of the podcast got about 48 to about 28 degrees. Friday, chance of rain some parts of the podcast got about 38 about 24 degrees, chance of 30%. And for Saturday, most skies got about 38 degrees. There. Looking at the radar system, even light snow and light rain east of Lebanon, New Hampshire, down to Laconia, New Hampshire. Currently here, not near Fair 41, humidity 45%, and that is gonna be it for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news in this journey 2069, a Saturday evening on Peter TV. Good evening and goodbye today to all. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening.